Welcome, bronies! This is an amazing story of a tale as older than everything. A tale about the friendship and absolution. Today I'll review a character study and a development story for a unicorn. A greyish unicorn. The color grey is so unlike any other, is a sign for a character trait that belongs in a different kind of story. People who are considered grey aren't good or evil. They are both at the same time, ethical, divergent, and multidimensional. I see many characters in this little girl's show in the same way, like these people. We have an episode around the relationship of Twilight, Starlight, and Trixie, and the meaning of second chances. Yes, right, the title is a little bit indirect, and for me not fitting so far. Not like the other few before. I shall begin with, on second look, no second prances. I have to start with 1 minute for a recurrence character and deeper characterization. 1 minute for the great and powerful Trixie. Okay, I have to admit, her attitude isn't so annoying like in early episodes. Yes, she has a spot for catchphrases and is very self-absorbed. Her illusionary performance is overplayed with her own enigmatic self. I mean, seriously, I couldn't read the body language of this pony, not in the slightest. Yes, she has an invulnerable side, and shows it in the episode. But her ability of guilt bombing and manipulation are indisputable bad. And her openly admits disgust and envy for Twilight shows her bad manners or character very well. She wants to use Starlight against Twilight and wishes to connect deeper with her in the same minute. She's searching friendship and is hindered by the princes of friendship in this attempt. She wants more than she can chew, her multi-layered character implies. But she gets nothing in the climax of the story. I have to admit, her struggles and her experiences, and finally the connection between her and Starlight pleases me a lot. Right, 1 minute. The other characters are shining too in this episode. Pinkie Pie's attempt to befriend Starlight with Mrs. Cake, and her over-enthusiasm in the baking process, which is leading to tension between both, are nicely shown. The scene with Applejack and her brother, Big Macintosh, are very well too. The accent swap from Big Mac is very strange, I guess. I mean, an English accent? Oh, my dear.
Oh, that's too bad. I love a good conversation.
Yeah, you did something! Whoa, what's happening? I feel really weird. I'm talking so much, and I'm so articulate, enunciating with such precise pronunciation. Annie Apple awoke and accidentally ate an auburn azalea. Make it stop!
And Applejack's facial expressions are very funny. Of course, Rainbow Dash beats her easily. The irony and even sarcasm from Starlight in this interaction is very welcome and well played. Rarity's costumes are a nice verity, and Fluttershy's silent shortcut with a smitten angel bunny is simply... I mean, seriously, why hasn't Starlight let Fluttershy help her? Right, enough of that. Twilight, on the other hoof, has to learn the same lessons again? Yes, the role as a teacher is new for her. But please, show a little more confidence in your pupil. Yes, it fits to her character, I guess. She has to learn to be a teacher.
Did you? How? When? What? What?
However, the background ponies. Incredible, simply incredible, both good and really bad. They are amusing and just simply living their lives. DJ Pon 3. Yes, I hate this name, really. Thanks for a shitty little confirmation. Derpy. Derpy is every time good for a smile. She's clumsy as ever and owns the cutest face award for this episode. Oh, and muffins, of course. We have then the return of the time churner as another doctor. I have to see Doctor Who sometimes to call out which doctor he actually is. Memes and memes for the bronies, I presume. And of course, more from the leader of the table. Celestia is waiting for Starlight with 3 other guests. Cranky Doodle, charming as ever. Derpy and Vinyl scratch with a little kind of music. And this great question.
How do you get your hair to do that all the time?
I presume she has to answer this one very often and is very annoyed about it. Great! I've missed something. 3 somethings in particular. The Cutie Mark Crusaders are being helpful for Starlight. I hope. Yes, 3 things in one, but please interact sometime. Yes, they have their own episode already, but so many is happening in the background this time, and they are good throw in for this. Oh, and a helpful spike, please, for the menu. Where are this little dragon? First 1 episode around him, and now he simply disappears. He was so helpful, and now he's gone? Enough of that, back to the plot. I have to say, it is unpredictable and very good. Yes, Starlight seeks out for help from every other friend of her, and Twilight overdoes it. In the spa, she finally finds one friend with her own try and connects with Trixie in an interesting way. She even introduces her to Twilight. There, the "my mommy doesn't want that we play together anymore" plot begins. It is an old plot, but I expect nothing else. It is balancing around the good old silliness and sincerity of the old seasons. It creates 3 different point of views and lessons for the 3 characters. First for Twilight, the obvious. You couldn't control what your pupil decides, and she has to trust her decision. For Trixie in the second, your envy costs you almost a friendship, your first friendship, only because you let be guide yourself from this bad feeling. And for Starlight, the other obvious. Trust your own decisions and don't be too over enthusiastic in the friendship creating process. Finally, the writer throws in much more lessons for anyone about friendship. Don't try to change your friends in the matter of speaking or thinking. Don't throw they off guard or overtake them. Search for things to connect with them before you try make friends with them. Stay close to their secrets and don't blow them up. And finally, everyone has earned a second chance. After all, if you say that someone earns a second chance, don't act as the second chance is other than the first. You make a fool of yourself and your opponent, and he will not be pleased if he finds out. Thereof, we become the usual facial expression and funny statements. Even so, it turns out to be working titles. Right, enough of the praying. My resume. This is an unexpected episode for me. It pleases me a lot and is surprisingly heavy. Many background ponies, many statements, and many to miss out. Humor, drama in the right constellation, and a slice of life episode after the last adventurous one. Very well characterization, and no out of character interaction. The development of the 3 unicorns, Starlight, Trixie, and Twilight, are incredibly good. Yes, I'm not a big fan of Trixie, but her character becomes deeper and more interesting. She isn't become better, but grayer, if you like. Such as Twilight. Her monitoring of Starlight isn't a trait that she let go easily. Characters receive 5 out of 5 points. Good, deep characters. The scenery and plot design are very good too. Drama, envy, the need of monitoring, and a realistic forgiveness policy of the ponies are making this one of the best episodes for season 6 so far. Yes, fanboy mode besides. It is for me the amending fancies of this season. The conflict are believable. The characters are fitting. And the emotion, as long as Trixie shows them, are really real. I don't see any weak point in the episode so far. Alright, besides Twilight, one day to find a friend? Please, that isn't a life-threatening episode or an adventure. She needs more time. Right, Twilight has to learn too. Back to the points. 4.5 out of 5 points for the plot. Yes, I held the 5 points back. Eventually an episode aired that received that high state. I look at you, Flutter Brutter. Right, totally. 4.75 out of 5 points. I will arrive the 5 points sometimes. I have to admit, I'm not very analytic this time, but this episode is very good. Maybe I've lost my touch so far, but next week an episode aired that I will find really interesting. The next time by On Second Look, Newbie Dash. We get a Rainbow Dash episode finally. What? I'm sounding sarcastic? How do you guess? Yes, it's right. But I have to say, the recent episodes are more interesting than this one. But who cares? See you, yours truly, Redhatbrony.